So I'm at In-N-Out one day, just eating lunch with a few of my friends. We're enjoying a nice hamburger. We're just relaxing, chilling out, just enjoying our weekend. We're outside. There's about maybe 20 other people around us at the other tables. And at one point, we all look up from our meal and notice this couple sitting across from us who is just vigorously making out with each other, just going at it. They look like monkeys, and they, like, by making out, I mean, like, they were taking it a step further. It was like them cleaning bacteria off each other's teeth. It was just the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. And they're sitting on the table, they're going at it, there's even some moans in there. And I think the thing that put it over the edge is after about 20 minutes of this, I'm not even able to eat my hamburger anymore. I'm looking at these people just like, are you guys serious? Like how am I supposed to? I've lost my appetite. This is ridiculous. But about 20 minutes into their makeout session, we're both wondering how they're even able to breathe because they're nonstop without any break. The dude finally pulls away and we're thinking, thank God, dude, they're finally done. Let's finish this hamburger and get out of here. But no, the dude pulls away, takes a bite of his hamburger, and no joke, before this dude is even done chewing the burger, before it is even swallowed, they are right back at it, cleaning the bacteria off each other's mouths. Now, I'm sure you all have seen something similar to this before, this public display of affection. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite here, because I've done it myself, but not to this extent, not to the extent that I've seen it now in these past years. At one point, I did, maybe go to a movie theater and make out with a chick there, but there's a limit to what I will and will not do. Now, let's stay on the topic of movie theaters. So maybe 3 months ago, I was heading over to go to the movies with a friend of mine, and we were in a group of about 12 other people, so it was a pretty decently large group, about 3 cars had to take everyone. And we're going over there, we're having a good time, and there's 14 people in total, counting myself, and it was just me and 2 other dudes who were single. Everyone else there had, a significant other to accompany them. So as we're going in, some of us are finding our seats, and others are getting popcorn or going to the bathroom, some of the before movie stuff that you would see. So I'm in my chair, I'm sitting next to one of my best friends, I've known him for basically all my life, and next to him is his girlfriend, and we're just watching these previews for retarded movies that none of us will ever see. And all of a sudden, before the lights have even dimmed in the movie theater, him and his girlfriend just start going at it, and I literally had to scoot over in my chair to keep from his head hitting mine. Like, they were laying down, like, it was basically the most legal form of public sex you could possibly do. Now, for this next example, I'm not sure how many of you had a similar situation, but I can imagine that quite a few of you know what I'm talking about when I say that the public display of affection at some of these schools is ridiculous. Even to as young as middle schools. I know a counselor at my former middle school that I used to go to way back in the day. I'm pretty good friends with the counselor there, so I went over and I visited him. It was like during lunchtime for the middle school, and I had the day to myself, and I decided to go visit him. And as I'm walking through the campus, I'm seeing all these, little kids, not even teenagers yet, just making out, in the middle of the freaking public. It's lunchtime, and instead of eating their meals, instead of, doing little 12-year-old boy things, they're making out with girls. Now, maybe this, for some of you younger kids, is normal now, but I don't know. For me, when I was in middle school, that was something that you kind of didn't do at school, ever. So, I don't know, maybe that's just me. So, moving on, I'm going to talk about high schools now. Now, my high school, for the most part, was pretty nice. It was an outdoor school, and I live in Southern California, so it's sunny most of the year round. The grass looks nice, there's a bunch of trees everywhere. It's a really nice high school, both visually and educationally. So, that being said, there was more of this invisible line in my school where once you crossed it, you kind of went into the ghetto of the school, where it was just a bunch of portable buildings. Some of the walls were tagged up. That's where they put all the broken desks and just a bunch of crap that the school didn't want anymore. It's kind of just like the school's dump, and they didn't cut the grass or anything. It was kind of a shameful thing to go back there. Now, no one really ever went back there unless you actually had a class back there. But that was pretty much the hookup spot for any couple at the school. If an administrator were to walk back there, they would be able to see at least 5 different girls doing some things that I'm not going to mention to other dudes. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you have your house or a car, you have these private facilities that you can use to do these sort of displays of affection. You don't have to be in public to do this, because for me personally, it's grossing me out. Now, going back to this In-N-Out story, you know, myself and my friends and 20 other people, we're just trying to enjoy a meal. Now, this dude who's making out with his girl, I'm guessing they were at least in their 20s. And I'm guessing that this dude has a car. He didn't look that unsuccessful. And even if he doesn't have a car, don't you have a home? Don't you have someplace? You know, you don't have to make out with your girl 24/7. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks this. But I don't know. I think I need to like start up this like public display of affection task force and just throw beat down on anyone I see making out in the hallways of school or in the public parks, which is another place I see it. You know, if I see you making out with a girl, shit's gonna get real quick.